It's me again, Margaret. Oh, wait a minute. Mr. Hensley, Mr. Hensley. In the last video, I had mentioned a few problems with the 53 Studebaker. And I was like, maybe you should show what those problems are. So, without further ado, all right, now I had a problem with the directions. And to me, it's all the directions. Not very good photos, not good explanations. So I'm gonna friggin' flip you guys around and show you. All right, now this part right here. Now this is what you can make this. This will make the front end steerable. You can make this front end steerable. Now they tell you to put this piece into this and then glue it to that. That does not work. Because if you try to do that, it doesn't let this sit up high enough so that everything will fit in there. What you have to do is you have to glue that piece to the bottom of this, okay? And then that piece that they tell you to put in there actually goes through here. Because if you don't, when you go to put these arms on, when you go to put these little steering arms on, okay, and that's where these go, is right here. See how those turn? And that middle piece has it pivots also, okay. But if you go to put it in between where they tell you to put it in the directions and this, it does not work. So you need to glue that piece. You need to glue this piece onto this first. And then this piece drops through the top of that piece through this piece, okay? So that was the first major thing that I had to figure out. Yeah, just not well good directions, boys, as we mostly know. Okay, now the other thing is the back shocks. Now, let me get this stuff out of the way so I don't knock anything over. Oh. All right. Now, back shocks. Get the rear end in, right? Now, the way you look at it in this picture, or the way I look at it in this picture, see how they have these facing? To me, it looks like they got them in so that these are facing down. Okay? See down inside there? If you look down in here, there's places where those go, okay? Well, if you put these in at the way that they look like in the directions, because that's where these go, is up here. All right, if you put those in up there where they're supposed to go, they end up pointing out here somewhere. They do not go in there. So what it is, what I finally figured out was, it's supposed to go in a different way. And I believe, yeah, I believe that they got these put sideways. Instead of putting them in like this, you have to turn them a quarter turn. So instead of, where's that one that you can see here? All right, so that's this one, okay? So instead of putting it in like this, you have to put it in like this. All right? They show you putting it in this way, but you need to put it in that way. So those are the two things I've found so far. Really haven't had too much problems with anything else. The motor went together well. That's painted. I got the motor all painted. as you can see, the block. And like I showed in the my last video, there are the blowers. All right, there are the blowers, and those are going to be topped. Those are going to be topped with these. Now I chrome that, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint that blue around that chrome. So I think that should look pretty like offset those blowers. So, but that's where we are. And I just, like I said, I mentioned it in my last video, but I wanted to point it out because I know that some guys said they were going to get this kit. Some guys said they were going to get this kit. Some guys said they already had this kit. So I just wanted to point those two things out to you so you'll know what to look for. You get two motors. You get two complete motors. You can build a stock motor or you can build a custom motor. I'm doing the custom motor. But yeah, so far so good. So yeah, I just wanted to point that out because, like I said, I had mentioned it in my last video, and I'm like, well, you should point out where the problems are, and not just talk about them. I'm just a firm believer in if you're building a kit that you know people have, mention what's wrong with it, or mention what you found wrong with it, or what you think is wrong with it, or if there's something wrong in the directions, point it out. I mean, that's what we're here for, is to help each other. So that's just why I do it. And I'm not complaining about the kit. I'm just saying, hey, you got it. Watch out for this. So, and I still think every kit's different. I mean, look at me and Jeff built those B-17s, exact same kit. We both had two different problems. So that just goes to show you. So, all right, that's it, fellas. Yeah, that is it. Oh man, my back. Oh God. All right. I did manage to leave Gab's link in the description on the last video. So, oh God, excuse me. It's mud in your eye. Be good, boys. Peace out.